Day 2 of being homeless. I've got a beard nearly. Yeah, it is day 2 of boat renovations. Look at Mrs Bonneville.
It's raining.
We had so many plans. Let me just flip you around, show you what we're looking at. So we need to entertain ourselves, don't we, Mrs B?
Yeah, we've got to stay within the COVID rules.
We've got to stay local.
Stay local. But we'll probably just stay in the car.
We're going to sit in the car.
We'll get a flask, although that's not having a picnic because we're not going anywhere with it.
Don't talk to me about flasks, by the way. Bought a lesson learned. We had a thermos flask for years. Gave up the ghost recently, so it really did do us well. And me being Mr. Tight, wouldn't pay the £30 for a thermos flask. Anyway, Mrs B, God bless her, sorted one out, budget, one outing. It burst on me this morning. I'm going to go get a thermos flask to start with.
It was only £9.
It was £9. Anyway, so that's the plan. We're going to stay in Dusty, probably recline the seats, buy a duvet and go to sleep looking at our boat.
But we have got waterproof coats, so we'll walk a bit, won't we? We'll get a bit of water.
Yeah, we'll do our daily exercise.
I'm not quite sure what we'll do.
And I know I did talk about it briefly last night. Day 1 in terms of what Street Hay have done in terms of extending the bed, amazing. So the bed extension should be finished today. So we'll probably start the hunt in terms of what do we do in terms of the mattress, the infill, etc, etc.
Do you know what as well?
Hurry up, on my arm's hurting.
You wouldn't even know he'd been because it was so
wow.
tidy and so clean.
Yeah,
well,
I am very house proud. Day 3 of the narrowboat Love Life Triumph renovations.
And it's rained every day.
Well, no, the first day was nice.
Oh no, the first day was lovely and sunny, weren't it? Yeah.
We've got to be off the boat, obviously, because for those that are keeping up, we're having the bed extended and the diesel stove. The diesel stove is now going into next week for many reasons, which we're absolutely fine about. Anyway, we're at
Stenson Lock.
Just going to say we are within our local area, so please don't be starting that one.
It's 2.5 miles.
Anyway, look, let me just flip this camera around and show you what we're looking at.
When we've watched Weldeck or Foxes or David or something, and they've gone somewhere, they say, "Oh look, that's the overflow, something near the lock," because the lock's just there, and that's I don't know. I'm saying like I know what I'm talking about.
She hasn't got a clue. Neither have I. Where are we, Mrs Bonneville? Where's that behind me?
It's
Swarkstone Marina, and it is, look at the weather. Oh dear me. Here, we've moved on to a canal boat at the right time here, haven't we?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think everyone keeps thinking we're going to not like it. We've been motorbike riders all our life.
My sister says, "You're not made of sugar, so you're not going to know." And listen, I know I've said this before, and Miss Warren will laugh every time I say it, but we were sat on a bike from Luxembourg to Sheffield, nearly 14 hours, and it rained like this.
Yeah, somebody did ask me the other day again about, oh, you're settling in okay, oh, it's a harsh. This is absolutely a breeze for us, it really is. Yeah, we like the sun to be out and it not be raining, but we have no problem with the weather. But thank you for asking, keep asking.
Yeah.
And don't have a go about our diesel stove coming out. Yeah, everyone's got their own opinion on diesel versus a multi-fuel. We're fine. Goodbye. This is about the biggest bit of adventure we've had last 3 days. Oh, should we get a snorkel for Duster? Should we get a snorkel on the side of the car?
I had to get some new ones because just a little tip, if you get them wet inside and then leave them on the well deck and they don't dry properly, they smell like...
I never got new snow boots.
So I've got some new ones so they're not smelly.
Right, it's end of week 1 with boat renovations. We've had the bed done, the bed extension. Next week is the stove. We'll come on to the stove. We're getting so many comments about the stove. Goodbye.
So a lot of people are saying that we're going in the wrong direction. We should be going from a multi-fuel to a diesel.
Sense my attitude. And please, Mrs Bonneville, make sure you put this in, because sense my attitude. It's our stove, it's our boat, it's our life. Bye. That was close. A little bit more patience and time. Yeah.
Someone just came up, so just disturbed him a bit, which is fine.
Lovely. That's almost a robin eating out of Mrs Bonneville's hand.
It was only a tiny little baby. Today is Friday, and we've had the boat builders in the boat for the last... How many days have they been at the boat? 3 days? 3 days. And today, we don't have to be off the boat because he's not coming on today. But it's yesterday and the day before was really, really raining, and we were having to just sort of like sit in the van and not do an awful lot. The car, the SUV, whatever it is, and so we're having to just sort of like hang around. Whereas today it's not raining, it's not sunny, and it's not warm, but it's not raining. So thank goodness. So we're going for a nice walk on the towpath, and we're going to try and walk to Stenson, and then from Stenson to Sportstone, and then back again. So we're going to have a nice long walk today.
Somebody, very, very quickly, somebody asked me the other day why we have 2 lots or different types of quality footage. Well, I'm filming on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I think that's what they're called. And Mrs Bonneville sometimes is on her Samsung,
and sometimes
and then she's on what we call a Donny, which is the DJI Osmo.
I affectionately call it a Donny Osmond.
Sometimes we're on the 360, sometimes we even get the drone up, so that's why there's a difference sometimes of the quality and the colour grading. One of the darker sides of the UK. I'm going to flip the camera around in a minute. We're halfway along our lovely walk. It doesn't matter where you go in the UK, and I know we're not the only country, but please, seriously, take your rubbish.
Stop it.
Just
stop throwing things. Why don't you just take it home with you? Oh. Got to Stenson Lock, and what Mr B's just said is, let's just talk ourselves through how we would go through this lock. What would we do? So,
I haven't got a clue.
Are we coming up or going down?
We're going down.
So we're going down. Let me just show you. So Mr B, so we've just said we'd be moored there. We'd then open those gates over there, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we open those gates.
Yeah.
To let the water in.
All the water could come.
Open the paddles.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't. Sorry,
no.
We'd open the gates.
Open the gates.
And then bring the boat in.
The boat would come in.
Close the gates.
Yeah.
And then open the paddles.
Yeah, to let the water out.
To let the water out so the boat sinks.
Yeah.
Open the gate, go. Now then, if there was a boat waiting there, we would leave the gates open.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, because that's polite.
Now there's our neighbour, who I'd love to mention who you are.
Our lovely
immediate neighbour.
Yeah.
Has offered to take us out for the first time.
And we're going to accept it.
We're definitely going to accept it.
And we're going to accept it because you're really, really good at cooking and baking too.
Can I add to that? Amazing at baking.
So hopefully if we do that, we might just get some fun with cake.
Yeah, the millionaire shortbread.
Yeah. And the ginger biscuits that we sat on it all last night.
All those ginger biscuits.
Anyway, yeah.
Can I just say, what we've just said on camera is completely wrong. We've just worked it out. Now, if anyone out there is laughing at this, laugh away, we're new. We're trying to understand things, but yeah, everything I've just said, we need to talk through. Don't ever come out in your boat with us.
This is why we need our neighbour. Yeah, and all you boaters that have been boating for donkey's years, you're all going, what are you talking about, you idiots? But that's why we'll take our neighbour out with us. Not just for the cakes and the biscuits and the lovely food that he produces. Not just for that, obviously. But just for his help. But I think we've got it now, haven't we? It's took a while, but we've got it. But there's volunteers.
Not on every lock, though.
Yay for volunteers. Thank you, volunteers out there. Thank you. Me and Mr B were just saying earlier, I wonder why we've got the towpath to ourselves, because we've had a few days of rain and you'd think people would want to be getting out and exercising. And I think this is why we've got the towpath to ourselves. Look at this. It's that sort of mud that as you're walking through it, you're slipping. Me and Mr B keep going, whoa. Oh, I'm tempted to keep the camera running in case he falls, because I will get a shot of him falling. It'd be so funny if he fell in this mud.
I heard that. If I had a farm, that's what I'd call it. Lumpy farm. One of the lovely things for our viewers further afield, this is called an honesty box. So we are literally down by the side of the canal, as you can see. It's
very waterlogged.
Towpath is in a very good state. But yeah, for our viewers further afield, this is what is known as an honesty box. So eggs, please put your money in there. Lovely. Long may that continue. Mrs Bonneville has commandeered my stick.
Look what woodcourt we're wading through. I've just put my new blooming boots on. Mind you, that's what they're for, aren't they? We've just been saying, I'm just saying this, just been saying that clean walking boots, it's really sad to see, because they should be dirty, shouldn't they?
Correct. Right, I am now starting to worry about losing the light a little bit. We're going to walk for another half an hour and then we need to turn around. These are things Mrs Bonneville didn't think about. Is that true, my love? What? I said we're going to walk for another half an hour because we'll lose the light because we've got to walk all the way back. So hopefully we reach our destination. But these are the things that Mrs Bonneville just doesn't think about. There you go. Goodbye.
So we've walked from the marina to Stenson Lock. From Stenson Lock, we're just round the corner from Swartstone.
Right, I'm going in. Mrs Bonneville. We've come to the end of the line. Where are we?
We're on the towpath. Just past that bridge is Swartstone Lock. And so we just can't quite make it, can we, there? So we can't get past the RT. RT? Where did I get RT from? Can't get past the bridge because they're working on it.
No, right.
So, and we've got to walk back. So how long has it took us to get here? We've walked, what?
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours. So we've got a 2.5 hour walk back. So
it's going to be dark and the canal's breached and, well, the towpath.
If you don't hear from us for a few weeks.
If you don't see us on Sunday at 7 o'clock, you know why.
It fell in.
Goodbye.
Everybody, it's the morning of Mr Barnabas' 53rd birthday.
Why do you have to tell everyone how old I am? I was going to say it's 30.
Because then people can say, oh, you don't look a day over 52 or something. Isn't it? Have you had a nice birthday so far?
No.
You've had lots of presents, haven't you?
Yeah. I've had some of these, look, that you put around your glasses. And if your glasses fall in the canal or wherever, they float. I've had some boxer shorts or jockeys that are camouflaged. Mrs Bonneville said, oh look, nobody able to see in them. I've had something else which probably will make an appearance occasionally. And I've had a very nice set of presents.
Yeah, you've had all sorts of stuff, haven't you?
Generally speaking, I feel fine for 53.
Oh, that's good.
It's 1 year. Well, it's 1 year closer to retirement. Oh, Mrs Bonneville, look. Feeding the swan. Oh, I want one of these, look, as well. Do you think we can have one of these on the back of the boat? Hiya. Seriously, could you imagine me in one of them? Can you imagine Mrs Bonneville in one of them? Oh dear. We once did a video, we've still got it on the site, one of our motorbike tours down to the Alps where we hired electric mountain bikes. Amazing experience. Mrs Bonneville had been on hers about half an hour, if that, and face planted over an electric fence into a field. One of the funniest things I've ever seen. She was fine about it. I didn't video it because I was on my mountain bike, but oh, could you imagine a couple of kayaks or canoes? Hello, Mr Swan. It's my birthday. Wish me happy birthday, Swan. Yeah.
Happy birthday, because he talks like a robot.
Goodbye.
Today we come out of the marina and turning right, and we're on our way to Branston. I don't think we'll make it to Branston because we're not sure how long it is. We haven't done any research or anything like that. We're just going to walk. We tend to give ourselves a time limit rather than mileage. The Swartstone one, by the time we'd finish, it was a 12-mile round trip. So I'm going to move my lips. It's a bit cold this morning, so my lips are going a little bit numb. So we're going to walk for another few hours and see where that takes us and how far that is. But I would think it'd be probably about the same amount of time. And it's lovely because the footpaths are just deserted because they're so muddy. And we're on a bit of a towpath now where we haven't been before. So we'd sort of walked up until about a few hundred yards that way. So everything that we're coming upon now is all completely new to us. So we don't know.
And we're doing a recce for when we do take the boat out. Because we know when we take the boat out, we're going to turn right.
Yeah.
Because it looks a bit easier than going straight to Stenson Lock.
Yeah. Now we're not sure if this is the River Trent. We think it might be, but we're not sure. But if you just have a look, just look behind. Can you see the bridge? There's hardly any room. It's so flooded, and look what we're looking at here now. Right, we've made it to Bridge 29, which is about a mile-ish from Burton-on-Trent. You can hear the road next to us. It's quite a busy road. Is it the A38 that when we do our first
Cruise.
One of our first cruises, it'll be
Definitely this way.
Yeah, it's nice.
There's no locks.
There's none.
Well, there will be, but we've not come across any.
We've been walking. How long have we been walking? About 2 hours.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, and we haven't come across the log yet. So, well, that's it. Where are we? My legs have gone clockwork. Do your legs ever go clockwork? You know when you've walked like miles and miles and miles and miles, and then we just walked up over that bridge there.
Railway bridge.
And every step you're going like that. Oh, but it's worse when you come down when you've got a funny knee.
Good morning, folks. It is God o'clock and we've just popped back onto the boat. Sorry, I'm just looking at I'll show you what I'm looking at in a minute. Yeah, we've just popped back on the boat because we need to be off it again today. We're having the stove taken out, the diesel stove taken out, sorry, and a more so put in, multi-fuel. And I just wanted to show you what it looks like in terms of day one, in terms of the work that Street Hay Engineering, which we can't fault these guys. Basically put the steel down and put the fireboard in, and a few of the bits and pieces. So let me just show you where our diesel stove used to be. There you go, folks. There's our new stove. His name is Pneumatic, or Henry. No, our diesel stove has been taken out yesterday, and preparations are well underway for our new stove. Fireboard has gone in, metalwork down at the bottom there. Yeah, really pleased. It's coming along really well. We will show you obviously once it's done. We'll show you the bed, blah blah blah. But right, we're getting off the boat now for the day because we need to let these guys crack on. Right.
Oh, it's just a nightmare to live with him. Imagine living with him.
I'm the homemaker.
He is.
Mrs B is not a homemaker.
He fluffs up cushions in
Goodbye.
Looking at the red light. Oh, I don't want to do it on here. I want to do it on my phone for social media. I'll get a bit confused.
Oh, Mrs Bonneville. No, I was filming you that way.
Sorry.
Just... well...
Got some camouflage pants. What was I thinking? It's got the, what do they call this? We've got Armco.
Mooring facilities.
It's got mooring facilities. Oh, I don't know. Armco as in C-O-R-E. Co. C-O. Train. C-O.
Towpath.
What did I say?
Footpath. It's a towpath.
Yeah. I've actually got 5 layers of clothing on, including 3 pairs of socks.
Goodbye.